Welcome back to ESA Summer 2021. We are raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We would also like to thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. And now it's time for heyitsperk running backyard skateboarding with Jamie doing the awesome commentary. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. Do we have a treat for you today? In this second half of the skateboarding block, we're going to play the wonderful Backyard Skateboarding, a 2005 PC game for Windows XP that has a pretty awesome speed run. Not going to lie, it's a bit of a goofy run, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And on the mic, I got my friend Jamie. Say hi to the fans.
Hello. I saw we're coming after a Tony Hawk game. We're the Bubsy to Tony Hawk's Sonic, so...
Yes, absolutely. So there's a lot of funny tricks in this game. It's really fast-paced. Me and Jamie are going to do our best to talk and give you a lot of information at once. It's a really short run, though, and it's going to be a really fun time. But, Jamie, if we're going to play a skateboarding game, then we should probably wear some protection, right?
I would say. Yeah, it's a good lesson
so.
To the kids to wear helmets and
yeah,
pads.
you gotta wear your helmet if you're going skateboarding, right? All right. Cool. So, without further ado, we have a little bit of save file manipulation that we're doing with our character is going to have maxed out stats. So, I already did everything with the file. We're going to name it ESA, and let me just check that our character here is maxed out. That's great. Shout outs to save file manipulation. But we're going to start this run with Pete Wheeler, famous backyard sports character. And right off the bat, we're going to have a lot of fun and zoom through the sky with this power-up item. So it's going to be fun. All right, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so there's a bunch of different power-ups that you can get in this game. The first one that we get right off the bat here is called a rocket boost. And I'll show you what that does for you. Basically, you can just zoom through the sky and do whatever you want. It's pretty awesome. And we're going to use this tool to get up here to the roof of this building here and grab this item. Oh gosh.
This is an intended mechanic, by the way. This is not an exploit or a glitch. This is intended, baby.
And it's really hard to control, but it's a lot of fun to use. And we've been using a lot more rocket boosts. Abuse, we call it. Say that 5 times fast, right? To make the speedrun even faster. So the goal of the run that we're trying to do is we have to complete all of these challenges from the Backyard Kids. And you know the Backyard Kids. I'm sure you've heard of Pablo Sanchez and, Pete Wheeler, Ricky Johnson, all those awesome characters and stuff. We have to do 6 challenges in each world before we get the opportunity to fight the boss in the world. And a lot of the challenges are doing tricks, collecting items, and just doing a bunch of random stuff. So this is Sally right here. She's our first. This is a spatula challenge, and the thing we have to do for her is we have to make sure we do her challenge on every world because she is going to be what allows us to proceed to the next world. And how many worlds are there, Jamie?
There are 5 worlds in total. There's the neighborhood here, followed by the boardwalk, followed by the rooftops, which is a Game of the Year exclusive, followed by the castle, and followed by Skate Station Alpha, baby.
Oh yeah. Believe it or not, we are playing the Game of the Year edition. This is the Game of the Year release.
It's this for some reason the original game warranted a Game of the Year release. I'm not really sure why. The original game was it's the greatest game ever made, but yeah, okay, I take my point back there.
So that was our first boss challenge right there. We just had to do a bunch of tricks. And now I'm going to switch characters. We only use Pete in that first world there. And the reason we do that is because even though this character has maxed out stats, it still has a shorter ollie than like Pete does and some other characters. So Pete is the fastest on the ground and has a pretty good ollie. So we use him to get up to that rocket boost item. And Jamie found that not too long ago, and it saves a good 10 seconds at least to do that.
There's more menuing, though. More potential to mess up.
That's true. There's definitely more menuing. And then that challenge right there, we're just doing a bunch of tricks. And then this one, we're going to incorporate the, what's it called? The slope boosting. You want to tell them a little bit about that, Jamie?
Right, so Game of the Year exclusive, baby. We found that repeatedly ollieing and regrinding on uphill slopes actually gives you a pretty substantial speed boost. In the original game, the ollie was broken to hell, but in this version of the game, they just broke grind instead.
Yeah, so this was not in the original version. This is exclusive to the Game of the Year, making it all that better, right? Intended mechanic, I'm sure. And then you see we got another challenge, just another collect-a-thon. A lot of them are the same. It's a really easy run to get into because a lot of the challenges that you have to do are super similar, and it's just optimizing the slope boosting mechanic and having really good movement to get a good time. So here's Sally again.
We don't say it's easy. We say it's approachable, and it's not short. It's fast-paced. You got to sell it. You got to sell it.
I mean, it's really easy to get into, but hard to master.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Depth. That's something. Depth, right? Depth.
Yeah, and it's been super optimized. Jamie, tell them about the world record progression of this game recently.
So, I was originally an original version of the game runner. Didn't touch Game of the Year much. When I came in, Game of the Year world record was, I think, 1440 or something like that. And we've gotten it down to about 1240 just over the course of like a few months.
2-minute time save.
2-minute time save in a 14-minute category.
Yeah, and a ton of different mechanics and just like time saves and strats that we've found. It's been awesome. It's a great time to get into this game. Honestly,
I honestly think it's a very fun little run. It's not, it's not like a huge marathon run, but it's just a fun little thing. I really enjoy it.
Yep. So we're gonna get that rocket boost item again to do some more boost abuse. So we're gonna go up to Pete Wheeler, who's gonna be our boss in this world. Ooh, and I didn't mess it up. Let's go. And then this is where we can really have some fun with rocket boost abuse. And I really want to show it off. So we'll see how this goes.
You can either save a run or kill it horribly here.
So you can see if you just fly through the air, you can really gain some speed doing that. Oh, this is great. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
I like to get to those bricks right there with the rocket boost, so that worked out great.
So there's one more place in the game in the usual route that we could maybe use a rocket boost, but it depends if Perk is cool enough to go for it. Are you cool enough to go for it?
Absolutely, I'm going for the
Perk is cool enough,
man.
Perk is cool enough to go for it. So we'll get it in Rooftops here.
Yeah. So this is the Rooftops level. This is exclusive to the Game of the Year edition. This whole world they added just for the Game of the Year edition, and wouldn't you know it, it's my least favorite of all of them.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's probably a fair opinion.
Don't let your kids skate on top of the rooftops, everybody. Just
a bit of a safety hazard. I mean, they're wearing a helmet. Ken's fine, probably.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. You'll see a nice little jump we do later that I don't know if parents would approve that, though. Oh, let's go. I got the bonk cancel there. If you bonk into a wall when you're doing a trick, you can cancel the landing animation and you automatically get the points. And all right, here comes the swag strat. We're going to do rocket boost abuse.
Swag strat.
We don't even know if this really saves time. Maybe like a second or two.
I think it's 2 or 3 seconds if you don't mess up going to
So we're trying to get over to those poles there. Come on, baby. Oh, let's go. We got it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now we got... Oh, man, this is going to be hard, though. How am I going to get up to Tony? Oh, my gosh.
You got to match space in that cutscene there. What are you doing, Perk?
I know. Oh, there we go. I think the strat... Oh, I flew too high, though. I think the strat might honestly be to just fly, like, as far as you can over to Tony. Okay, we're good. We made it.
We're good.
It was worth it.
We made it. It was an adventure. We're making it exciting for the viewers.
Yeah. A swag strat to save 2 seconds that ultimately lost us probably 5 since we couldn't get up to the next guy.
It gained so much in coolness though, and that's more important.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. This guy is bugged. He's really funny. You can see he's putting his hands up. I just wanted to show him off. He's doing all these dance moves to get your attention, but when you click on him, he just kind of freezes. None of the other NPCs do that. Just him. So gotta love him.
Yeah, he's doing the victory dance that the NPCs do after you beat a mission, but he's just always doing it. He's just happy.
Yeah, for sure. You can see that I'm resetting to the beginning of the world a lot. I do that just to save some time from it's where it's like more optimal to reset to the beginning of the stage than to go to the next challenge from where you are already standing. We do that all the time. Those jumps are really tight. I'm really glad I got them.
So the helicopter cutscene is the longest break in this entire run you get.
Yeah,
And
so
it's
like right,
maybe 15 seconds long.
yeah, so right here, this is a really easy challenge. And then there's a big cutscene after it. So this is an awesome time if we do have any donations.
We do have some donations. We have a donation by Rotomonkey with $100, which is insane.
Thank you.
Saying, greetings from the US, thank you to all the runners and staff. We also have another donation by Pimecone with $35 with no comment. And both of these are going towards the Saints Row any percent character lookalike as Waluigi. Thank you very much.
That sounds like something I can get behind.
Sounds like we got a winner there, yeah.
All right, cool. Coming up on Reese here. He's a pretty tough boss challenge. The others have been pretty simple. Jamie, tell him why this is such an annoying boss fight.
So this challenge is infuriating because on the surface it doesn't look that hard. You just have to jump over all the 4 arms in that satellite dish, except number 1, you actually have to ollie off them. You can't just skate off the edge. And number 2, you have to reach a certain height above it. So a lot of the times you'll think you actually jump over it, but then the game won't count it because it hates you. So you just have to go over and do it again.
And I just did that to show it off once. I did jump over one of the pillars or whatever, and it didn't count.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah. No, this challenge is more finicky than it looks. There's a worse version of it coming up in the castle.
Yeah, seriously. And that little Joust Bot challenge, the goal of that one is to grind on that Joust Bot's lance 3 times, but you only need to grind on it once. And then for some reason, if you do a kickflip or any trick afterwards, it'll count it as a grind on the Joust Bot's lance. It makes no sense.
It was present in the original version, and they did not fix it in the game of the year.
They didn't fix it. It's great. All right, Marky's always an annoying challenge. He's really finicky. All right, we're coming up on one of my favorite challenges just because I came up with the strat for it, and it saves a really good amount of time.
Yeah, this used to be incredibly painful in this version of the game, and now it's a breeze.
Yeah, so you can see there, my goal was to get a bunch of points. Look on the bottom left, I got 241,000 points, and it didn't look like I really did anything, right? So in the past, we would have to actually do tricks, and it took forever to get that many points. But I found that for some reason, if you're grinding and you mash the mouse button, which we don't use at all during the run, except in that moment, you just do a bunch of tricks and get a bunch of points. It's really weird and makes no sense, but it saves us like so much time.
I'm pretty sure it's actually related to the same thing that lets slope boosting work, and that this game lets you regrind almost instantly after the last grind. So mashing click just mashes grind, and you get a ton of grind tricks in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, and it's weird when you click the mouse button, you just do like a random special trick, so it works out great. Again, parents, don't let your kids skateboard off of the drawbridge in the castle. It's not a great idea.
Fun.
All right, so we're coming up after this challenge on the hardest part of the game. The only thing that makes this game, one of the 2 challenges that make this game really annoying and inconsistent to run sometimes. All right, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is a rare instance of a challenge that's harder in GOTY than it is in the original version. This is a breeze in the original version, but GOTY, it hurts.
Yeah, I'm going to try and focus because this is just so annoying. Basically, we're trying to collect these gems over these big robot heads, but they're really high up, and like we were talking about earlier, this custom character that we use, while fast, does not get a lot of height on his jumps. Grab it! Grab it! I was right there, and it didn't grab it. It's really hard. It can take anywhere from like 20 seconds to like a minute and a half.
Yeah,
that one was good. That's how it should go.
We actually didn't think it was possible to do this challenge with the custom skater for a while. For a while, we switched back to Pete just for this level, but we found out that if you can do it with custom skater, it just hurts.
Yeah, I was the first one dumb enough to do it just so because I was like, if we want to optimize this time, this is a great way to do it.
Yeah. Because Pete is slower almost everywhere else. Because that low ollie is better for everything except this mission, pretty much.
Yeah, and I don't like to menu that much. So having to change characters mid-run while we do it now, back in the day, I was like, I don't want to do this. Anyways, we made it to our final world here. Jamie, you want to tell them a little bit about the plot of this game?
Oh right, yeah. This game does have a plot. It's a very
there's
good
a big plot in this game.
Yeah. The neighborhood skate part is awful. The kids hate it, so we raise the funds. We go on a big skateboarding tour around the world, you know, boardwalk, all that, to unlock the Skate Station Alpha. It's the ultimate skate park, possibly on the moon, possibly not on the moon. The game doesn't make it very clear. It's awesome.
Well, there is that one character that says, "Whoa, look at me! I'm on the moon, man."
Yeah, but he's kind of out there. I don't think he knows where he is, honestly.
You can see how good that slope boosting mechanic is in this world, though. It's insane.
Oh yeah, it's the Alien A-Cut mission is fun with slope boosting.
Ooh, and that's a perfect point challenge right there. Took like less than a second. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, and we finally get to finish the game with kicking off a big concert at the Skate Station Alpha, and you'll get to hear a bit of it. It's wonderful. It's a musical treat.
Yeah, and we are coming up on the very end of the run. It's been a fun time on the moon with all of you.
Possibly on the moon.
Yeah, exactly. Allegedly on the moon. But we get to go do our final challenge before we get to talk to the man himself, the legend, the virus, Andy McDonald.
Yeah, they couldn't afford Tony Hawk, so we went with the next best thing.
I'll be there in a second, Andy. Just got to do a couple more tricks. Okay, cool. Okay, one more trick. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. Well, let's get back to Andy. I'm coming home, Andy.
Old school Andy. It's the Boston version of Andy.
Yeah. All right, time is coming up in about a second here. There it is. There's time.
Hey.
And we kicked
Let's
off
go,
the
dude.
concert with Ahmed and Amir Khan singing for us, and that is the legendary Backyard Skateboarding.
Backyard Skateboarding Game of the Year edition, baby. Best speedrun ever made.
Yep. Anyways, I want to give a huge shout out to ESA for having me and letting me show off this beautiful masterpiece here. And big shout outs to Jamie for tagging along and being my co-skater in this wonderful game. If you're interested in running this game, now is an awesome time to get into it. The community has grown like crazy. It's such an easy run to get into, and it's so goofy and so fun.
It's an approachable run. Stop saying easy.
It is. I mean, it's easy to get into, you know. And we have all the resources and the ISO files and everything on our Discord, and you can find it on speedrun.com/backyard skateboarding. And anyways, if you like the stream, like my face, like this guy's face here, you can find me over at twitch.tv/heyitsperk. What about you?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Jamie Ska. I run the games, but a little bit better. And yeah, thank you for having us. Great games, guys.
He has the world record, or they have the world record in every category except this one. This one's mine for now.
I'm working
for now. Anyways, thanks a lot for having us.
Thank you.
Keep on skating.
Thank you very much for the excellent run perk. It was a pleasure to watch, and thank you, Jamie, for the awesome commentary. Next up, we have Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge, ran by none other than Manix86. And with that, I shall leave the floor to Gamero Says to read the upcoming donations, so stay tuned for that.